In the headlines, President-elect Tinubu says he will not marginalize any part of Nigeria, commends Wike for championing justice. Senate join House of Representatives to seek leniency for Ekweremadu. Again, 2 killed in Plateau community as residents block Jos Abuja highway in protest. And on the international scene, heavy rain floods kill at least 109 in Rwanda, 6 in Uganda. Hello and welcome to Trust TV News Update. I am Sumaya Abubakar. Thank you for joining us. And now the news in full. The President-elect Bola Tinubu on Wednesday promised to work evenly for the country without marginalizing any part in areas of development. Tinubu appreciated Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State for his contribution to his victory at the keenly contested February 25, 2023 presidential election. Tinubu stated this when he inaugurated the Rumo-Kuta-Rumola Road flyover in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital. Tinubu was in the state at the instance of the governor who had supported power shift to the southern region of the country during the presidential election, even though they belonged to different parties. Tinubu expressed delight to have established a relationship with the Rivers governor and congratulated Wike's ally and Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde, who was also at the function for partnership.
He took a principled stand that the presidency must return to South. And he has the courage to stand by his convictions, not minding whose oxes go. He is indeed a man of great integrity. He did not choose to serve his own interests, not about him. Rather, the interests of the nation. You promoted unity. You promoted fairness. You championed justice.
The Presidential Election Petition Tribunal has fixed Monday, May 8 for the hearing of the petitions challenging the declaration of Bola Tinubu of All Progressive Congress, APC, as the president-elect. According to Tinubu's legal team, Monday's hearing is a pre-hearing session. The hearing is to clarify if there are any implications or applications before the main hearing will start. The timetable will be set for the hearing of the substantive matters. The tribunal also stopped receiving replies from the petitioners on April 23rd. The chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Mahmoud Yakubu, had on March 1st declared Tinubu the president-elect on the grounds that his party scored the majority votes cast in the polls. He had, polled 8.8 million to defeat Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, who scored 6.9 million. Peter Obi of the Labour Party, who amassed 6.1 million, and 15 others. Disputing the results, Atiku and Obi filed separate petitions seeking orders to annul the election or declare them the winners of the polls. 2 election petition tribunals have commenced sitting in Minna, Niger State, with their inaugural sitting at the chambers of the Chief Judge of Niger State. The tribunals are to listen and determine the veracity of the petitions that arose from the Governorship and National Assembly, as well as the State House of Assembly elections. Members of the first tribunal are Justice Angela Otaluka, Kadi Badamasi Aliyu, Muhammad and Justice Sylvester D. Popnen, while Justice Godspower C. Aguma, Justice M.I. Sule, and Khadi M.T. Rashid constitutes Panel 11. Justice Angela Otaluka, who spoke on behalf of her colleagues at the inaugural sitting, assured the people that every participant and shareholders or stakeholders in the election matter will be given a level playing ground to handle their cases and exhibit their prowess within the limited time of 180 days as prescribed by law. In his remark, the Niger State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Nasara Damalam, asked the panels to be fair and just in the discharge of their assignments. Meanwhile, the Judiciary Staff Union Congress of Nigeria, JUSUN, on Wednesday blocked the Election Petitions Tribunal from sitting in Cross River State. They said they had embarked on an indefinite strike since Tuesday, May 2nd, adding that with the strike in place, no judicial activities can hold in the state. Secretary of the Election Petition Tribunal, EPT, Akawu Bamba, had invited journalists for the sitting in Calabar, which was to commence from 3rd May 2023 to hear grievances arising from the last national and state House of Assembly elections. Officials of the EPT who arrived at the venue of the EPT sitting on Moore Road, Calabar, met at all entrances locked up. Now, Chairman of JUSUN in Cross River State, Enya Egon Authority, confirmed that they commenced an industrial action a day earlier. In an 8-point demand, Authority said that they are demanding full implementation of the constitutional provisions of the financial autonomy of the judiciary, payment of the 66% balance of consolidated judiciary salary structure, as well as the long overdue staff promotions, amongst others. The Senate has joined the House of Representatives and the ECOWAS Parliament to appeal to the Central Criminal Court in London for leniency in the sentencing of Senator Ike Ekweremadu and his wife, Beatrice. The Senate's decision to appeal for clemency followed a motion raised by Senator Chukwuka Utazi during Wednesday's plenary session. In the motion, Senator Utazi recalled that Ekweremadu was a former Deputy Senate President for 12 years and the former Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament and has made enormous contributions to the development of democracy in Nigeria, West Africa, and beyond. He added that Ekweremadu and his wife are first-time offenders with no previous criminal records, adding that since the matter is in the United Kingdom, a novel approach in sentencing, be adopted by tempering justice with mercy, as the publicity already given to the trial is enough warning to would-be offenders in the future. Utazi further noted that the British judicial authorities should consider the long history of good relationship existing between Nigeria and the British government, especially since this is the first time the Senate is making this kind of plea to the British government to yield to a request for clemency for the Ekweremadus. The Joint Tax Forum of the 10th National Assembly, says that it has resolved to go by the decision of the majority party, the All Progressive Congress, in deciding which zones produce the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives. Chairman of the forum, Usman Kumo, made this known in Abuja during the inauguration of the Joint Tax 10th National Assembly in Abuja. The reports.
The Joint Tax of the 10th House of Representatives comprises members-elect from All Progressive Congress APC, People's Democratic Party PDP, Labour Party LP, New Nigerian People's Party NNPP, and All Progressive Grand Alliance APGA, Social Democratic Party SDP, African Democratic Congress ADC, and Young Progressive Party YPP. Kumo, while inaugurating the executive members of the forum, gave an assurance that the All Progressive Congress will be guided by capacity, competence, experience, and other leadership qualities.
It is a combination of erudite, responsible, and responsive members-elect who believe in the Pan-Nigerian project that will bring ourselves together to ensure the right thing is done, and we usher in credible, responsible, capable presiding officers to lead the 10th National Assembly and observe the parliamentary best practices in the world.
Secretary Forum, a member-elect Aliyu Madaki, assured the public that the 10th House will not be a rubber stamp. One has they will be productive.
Anywhere you go in the world, the party that has the majority produces who will be the presiding officer. We, for somebody like me who is part of the opposition, I want to assure Nigerians that there will be productive and robust opposition in the National Assembly.
In another development, the People's Democratic Party PDP acting chairman, Ambassador Leah Damagun, has tasked the PDP members-elect to the House of Representatives on the need to give the right opposition so as to put the ruling party on its toes and ensure that the right things are done in the country. Damagun gave the charge at the meeting with the leadership of the party ahead of the June 13th inauguration of the National Assembly, noting that Nigerians are looking up to the 10th National Assembly to correct the wrongs experienced in the country in the past 8 years.
I don't expect any PDP member to be less in terms of that acumen and capacity. We've always been known to be full of capacity in terms of what we want to achieve.
Earlier, the convener of the meeting, Honorable Frederick Abadi, says the aim of the meeting for members-elect to meet with the acting national chairman and the national working committee of the party to interact as well as get guidance and direction ahead of the June 13th inauguration.
We are still journeying on towards the 13th of June, and we believe that it's important we call ourselves together, also invite our chairman and members of the working committee to come and tete-a-tete with us, guide us, advise us, direct us where necessary.
The meeting is to ensure that the right thing is done by the opposition parties in the 10th House of Representatives.
Meanwhile, new members-elect from the opposition parties, called Greater Majority, have resolved to field candidates for the position of Speaker and Deputy Speaker of the incoming 10th National Assembly. The opposition members disclosed the decision in a communique after their meeting at the Transcorp Hilton Hotel, Abuja, Tuesday night. The communique, signed by the convener Fred Agbedi and Secretary Efosa Immersion, and the co-signed by 18 others, said that an 11-member committee is set up to shop for the right candidates. Members were drawn from the main opposition People's Democratic Party, PDP, SDP, NNPP, YPP, APGA, and LP. And on to the security matters. Unknown gunmen on Tuesday night killed 2 persons at host community of Riom local government area or council of Plateau State. The killing of the youth prompted a protest by women who blocked Jos Abuja Highway on Wednesday morning. The Tuesday killing came barely 1 week after 6 minors were killed in Farin Lamba community of the same Riom local government area. Report says that the corpses of the 2 youths were found in their pool of blood in the early hours of Wednesday. On Monday morning, a similar killing occurred in Donga village of Abassa local government area of the state, where 2 teenage herders were murdered. Our reporter in Plateau State, Ado Musa, gives an update on the incident.
Today, the resident of our hot community, they woke up with a sad story of 2 members of that community were found killed. So, realizing that these 2 people were killed, they now started protesting that they won't agree because something of that nature had happened on April 26, and that today it has also happened again. That was why we now block the Major Jos Abuja Highway in protest of what has happened to members of the community. But soon after they have blocked the road, the security personnel now went down to the area to ensure that they leave the road so that vehicles can move from one place to another. It is a normal thing in Plateau. When such attacks happen, one party will be accusing the other, particularly between herders and then farmers. Just like last week, this week also the residents of that community were accusing Fulani herders of attacking the village and then kill these two persons. This is something that whenever it's done, if you are accused, and when you contact the other party that was accused, the person will tell you that, no, I'm not aware of this. I don't know the person that even committed the crime. So the same thing with this one. The Fulani are saying that they are not aware of what has happened. If you remember vividly well, on Monday there was something of that nature where two teenagers were killed. That of Monday happened in a different local government. Remember, what happened today was in Riom local government, because Hod community is in Riom local government area of the state. While what happened on Monday was in Bassa local government area of Plateau State, where the same Fulani were also accusing the farmers of attacking the teenagers and then kill them in their farms. We cannot completely say it was a reprisal attack, because what happened today is in Riom, and then what happened on Monday was in Bassa local government, even though they share borders, isn't it? But then again, the incident happened in different local governments. But all we know that for the past 2 months, there has been this attack and counter-attack between the farmers and the herders, particularly in Riom and Bassa local government area of the state. There is peace now because vehicles are now moving. Those who are going to Abuja or Nasarawa, that is from Jos, they are also passing. And those who are coming from Abuja or Nasarawa, that is coming down to Jos, they are also passing. So the road is free now. There is movement of vehicles from one place to another.
You're watching news updates on Trust TV. Coming up, we'll take a look at why rural women return to school after marriage. Details on this and more after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Trust TV News Update, and here is a recap of our top stories. We brought you President-elect Tinubu says he will not marginalize any part of Nigeria and commends Wike for championing justice. And Senate joins House of Representatives to seek leniency for Aquarium Madu. Now moving on to more stories, media practitioners across the country are lamenting poor working environment, welfare packages, and lack of security for practitioners about 30 years after the World Press Day was set aside to push for a free press. In Benue State, our reporter spoke with some serving and retired media practitioners. The report.
According to a Makurdi-based veteran journalist, the media has always done what is best within its mandate for the society. Citing the Nigeria example, he says the organized media plays a key role in Nigeria's democracy.
But the media in Nigeria has tried. It was the media that sent the military regime packing Babangida, who were in the forefront. There are a lot of interests that the government will not allow you as journalists to expose them. And some of us who have been in position as journalists also get involved in this. I think the media in Nigeria, they have done very well, given the circumstances that are surrounding them. I believe that we need much more to do this. And the government needs to remove her hands on issues that can help the general public.
poor staff welfare and security, as well as harassments of journalists are some of the challenges identified by some media practitioners in Makurdi.
21st century, we expect Nigeria to rise up and challenge some of these abuses against the media. Without the media, where are we going to go? What are we going to do? How do we get information that are authentic? And if we keep persecuting the media, then it's as good as walking blind, because the information disseminated is what guide our daily activities.
Media industry is characterized with different obstacles, hurdles here and there. In the course of doing this job, of course, you know that you are stepping on the toes of some people that insist that certain things must be the way they choose to look at them.
Experts say the social media is an idea that should complement and not replace the traditional media space.
We have to contain. It's because of lack of jobs that everybody has taken to social media to make ends meet. If there are jobs, there are some graduates who, for 10 years, they have never seen a little employment, and they have to take to social media to create problems and unweigh problems. They tell lies to be able to get what they want. They can now tell you in the social media, tell you there's going to be a coup d'etat today or tomorrow. And you say, I have told you, it's a bottomless issue.
Media practitioners are urged to acquire the basic trainings that will improve their professional capacity.
Women of Mashigi at Kurmin Kaduna community, whose circumstances denied them opportunity to go to school, have now enrolled in a school to further their education. The women, who lived largely in a rural community, say despite many odds, they want to acquire knowledge to contribute to the development of their community. Now, Trust TV's Bello Musa visits Mashigi community in Igabi local government area, and where volunteered teachers use some classes in the only primary school in the community to teach the women.
This secondary school is run by the community volunteers to educate their members who are now struggling to learn basic communication in English language. Girls of this community are often married off at teenage age, a practice that terminates their hope to achieve their dreams like older girls in the city due to absence of secondary school in the community.
I could not further my education because we don't have secondary schools in our community. So I was married off. We did not know the importance of education then. That was why we couldn't further our education after getting married.
Crossing the river is an obstacle that discourages parents from sending their daughters to secondary school in the city.
Crossing the river has been a challenge. The canoe used to capsize when it is overloaded with people. The fear discouraged us from going to secondary school, although few were able to proceed to secondary school.
Aisha Aminu, a housewife, completed her primary school 21 years ago, but now enrolled in this school. She has a bigger dream to achieve.
I want to be a pharmacist and also run my own pharmacy. That is why I enrolled in this school.
Dauda Ismail is one of the volunteer teachers in the school.
When we sat down, we see that let us apply for the government to come and approve the secondary school here. For the first place, we start from the lesson, tutorial lesson. We organize those that we think that they can be able to handle JS1. We select them from our initiative, and we call and we gather different our elders, community leaders, religious leaders, and see that yes, let us start with secondary school so that we should apply to the government that we have already opened the secondary school, we need their approval so that they should deploy their staff and take over.
I advise women, especially those who got married early, to go back to school and also ensure their children go to school.
Educating girls is key to the development of the community. Therefore, they are appealing to the government to build more classrooms and recruit teachers in order to encourage women enrollment in the community. Bello Musa, Trust TV News, Kaduna.
And now from the international scene, heavy rains that triggered flooding and landslide in western and northern Rwanda has killed at least 109 people, the state-run broadcaster said on Wednesday as authorities searched for survivors trapped in their homes. Muddy water flowed swiftly down an inundated road and destroyed houses in a video clip posted by Rwanda, a broadcasting agency. The death toll stood at 95 in the province. The state's broadcaster's toll of the 109 included death from a second region, the northern province. Now, some people had been rescued and taken to hospital, but authorities did not say how many. The hardest hit districts in the western province were Route 0 with 26 dead, Nyabihu with 19 and 18 each in Rubavu and Ngororero. And lastly, in sports news, Shooting Stars head coach Gbenga Ogunbote has charged the club's Feathers team to aim for promotion as they begin their campaign in the 2023 Nationwide League 1 NLO season. The Shooting Stars Feathers began their 2023 NLO campaign against Pacesetter at the Lekan Salami Stadium at Damasingba, Ibadan on Wednesday. Ogunbote urged the players to be positive as they commenced their quest for promotion to the Nigeria National League. The expressed tacticians also advised the players to see their participation in the NLO as an opportunity to launch themselves into the reckoning and build a solid career. Other teams in Group C2A are Ilaji FC, Ogbomosho United, Cornerstone FC, and Positive FC. Matches in the group will hold from May 3rd till Thursday, May 11th, with all games billed for the Lekan Salami Stadium. And with that, we've come to the end of Trust TV News Update. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media platforms. I am Sumaya Abubakar. Thanks for watching.